So guys, needless to say, this has spoilers. This is relating to Season 6 and the finale episode of Season 6. And the cliffhanger regarding who did Eugene... No, not Eugene. Actually, who did Negan kill in the final one? Because nobody knows. And I don't know either. Let me just say that. I don't work for the show, I don't do anything for the show, but I have a fair idea about who it is that was bumped off. And as you can see from the thumbnail image, my guess, my estimate is towards Abraham. Now, why Abraham? First of all, I don't know. I think with these kind of shows, they kind of do these kind of like teasers on the way up towards something big happening. In the last couple of episodes, it was very, there was a lot of Abraham in it, and there didn't need to be a lot of Abraham actually, but he was just kind of thrown in there. First of all, the big scene of him leaving Rosita, then him kind of realizing what he wanted. That scene when he's in the car with Glenn and Maggie, and he's asking them like, how do you do it, and all this kind of stuff, and he's coming slowly to realization that maybe he wants to do something different. Maybe he wants something himself. And then getting up the courage to go back towards Sasha and getting that started too as well. No, that's fair enough. I mean, that doesn't really kind of say or indicate anything as such, but it does kind of, I don't know, from a show's point of view, it does kind of show that something could, be on the cards for him. And I think that this was all done to bring it to an end in this episode. Also as well, if you think back in this particular episode too as well, and the run up to it, with the sun kind of setting in the side, him driving the car, or driving the van, looking over at Sasha and talking about children, the possibility of children, that that nothing works out, nothing really does work out in The Walking Dead. This world is totally screwed. And I think that Abraham himself is going to be totally screwed in this one too as well. Because the very minute, you saw it too as well with Rick and Michonne, the very minute they get together, something pulls them apart. So I think with Abraham too as well, this is going to be the case. Also, if you've seen the final, when Negan is walking up and down with his barbed wire club, you'll see that Abraham is looking him square in the eye. Okay, first of all, he's not afraid of him, which is good, that's fine. And I have read somewhere that maybe this, show of strength, I don't know, determination, would maybe kind of make Negan skip him because maybe he's daring him to do it or something. Maybe Negan would prefer to maybe club somebody else, like Eugene. And quite honestly, I thought that maybe Eugene would have volunteered. I don't know. I thought that he would be the type to say, listen, you know what? I love this group and I want to be the sacrificial lamb for it. I wouldn't have been surprised if that happened. That didn't happen. So we really don't know who got it. But my money is on Abraham getting it, especially the last scene. You don't see anything, you just see the blood running through the camera and everything. But when it comes to Negan's comments, he says, oh, look, he's taking it like a champ. The way he swung that club, I don't know if anybody's head or anybody's stature could have taken more than just one hit. I think that Abraham, the way he's built like a tank. He could have probably taken that one hit, and maybe a couple more too as well, before he finally fell to the ground. I think if that was Maggie or somebody else, they would have been gone instantly. That would have been it. But are the show's creators going to do that to Sasha? Maybe it's going to be then afterwards, this whole kind of bonding between Rosita and Sasha, where they kind of remember the good times with him, and then maybe Rosita kind of forgives him, and maybe Sasha and Rosita become very good friends and afterwards. Who knows? But I don't know, if all of them, maybe Aaron as well, because he's kind of, I don't know, a bit of a useless character of late too as well. I mean, he found a group, his job is done. But I really, I don't know. I think they're mean enough to do it now. As you know, or you mightn't know actually, but in the comics, the person who does get it is Glenn. And honestly, if they bump Glenn off, I'll be really, really pissed off. Because he's my favourite character. Well, him and Daryl, of course, but I mean, it's just Glenn is something about him that if they were to get rid of him now at this stage, especially after that elongated and prolonged scene of him, which he should have died back there, when he got attacked with the zombies and crawled himself under the bin. That if they were to do that again, I just don't see it happening. I think they're going to keep Glenn in because he's part of the core group. I mean, Abraham also now part of the core group, but the show could get on well without him. Put it like that. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, on the fact that I really do think that it's Abraham who gets it. Now, it can be completely wrong. Time will tell when the show gets back gets back on air, but my money is on Abraham. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to this. This is the first video of this new channel that I'm creating, and hopefully I'll be back with more videos in due course. Okay? Take care.